Mlýnková. She has Humphrey to the opposite side, goes there. Humphrey trying to get it back from Mlýnková. Pass doesn't connect, but Mlýnková ends up with the puck. Down low, intentionally off the end wall.
That was a really strong line rush by the Catamounts right there, creating the scoring opportunity defensively. Northeastern, the deep pair, they were sagging a bit in their own zone, so it giving Mlýnková and her line the room to skate it, and that's what they did.
A lob in by Mariano. Lily Humphrey, grad student, outlets ahead, taken out of the air by Laura Beecher. Beecher into the glove of Gwen Phillips. And Laura Beecher, she, as a freshman, was the Hockey East Freshman of the Year. If you take a look at the block shots leaders in Hockey East, Sarah Levesque right up there, top in the conference with 43 blocks. Parkkonen right below her. Both of these teams, Paige, players that are willing to put their bodies on the line and step in front of a lot of shots.
And when I was talking to Coach Bloomer, he said that blocking shots, that is part of their D game, their D zone. When UVM, they're successful in their own zone, blocking shots, that's part of it.
Yeah, for Northeastern, Constantinople is 4th in Hockey East with 27 block shots. 4 different Huskies with more than 20 blocks this season, and 4 different Catamounts with more than 20 blocks as well.
It's funny, remember when we were talking to Coach Flint about block shots? He said that there's players who block shots and then players who pretend to block shots. Him saying that, that's one of those things that Coach Flint has not changed. He's been saying that little quote for years. I mean, it's true though.
It's true. What he's trying to get at is that he wants players to really commit to the block and, you know, have their heart in it, not just pretend they're gonna jump in front of it, not commit fully. Face off, 1 to Tanski. Knocked off the stick of Zarconi. Coming the other way is Peyton Compton, who is back in the lineup for the Huskies here today. Missed last 5 games, and her head coach Dave Flint thinks getting her back should help this Northeastern offense. Another one of those talented freshmen coming back for the Huskies. Puck at the point from Mlýnková, stepping in, makes it move through the legs of Lalonde. Her shot saved by Phillips. Back to the point. Zarconi's shot hits traffic out in front. Puck hits Burns, comes into the neutral zone. Skelton knocked over by Lalonde. Play goes on. Puck dished aside for Haley Burns. Burns pinched up against the wall.
Nice job by Jovetic right there, playing in-your-face hockey defensively.
Burns comes off the wall with the puck. Jovetic stepping in to take the puck away. Peyton Anderson finds the rolling puck. Anderson going 1-on-2, and she drew a penalty. She has the puck behind the Catamounts net, throwing it back out in front. They say the Catamounts got a touch on it, and so that will bring us to immediate timeout. The penalty coming up against the Catamounts. Everything still 1-0 here from Gutterson Fieldhouse.
Great offense opportunity for Northeastern right now. Power play opportunity to take the momentum back.
So Parento in the box. 2 minutes for holding the official call. A shot from the outside by Megan Carter, stopped by McPherson. And so this top power play unit out on the ice for the Huskies. Taking a look inside the matchup between these two teams. Paige, the Northeastern Huskies only scoring 2.1 goals per game as compared to last season, 3.8 goals per game. Back with that top line that all graduated of Maureen Murphy, Alina Mueller, and Chloe O'Rar. And we actually spoke to someone who told us Maureen Murphy is in the building here today for the game. Came down from Vermont, where she's playing in the PWHL, to watch the game. Katie Knoll going to get called for a penalty there on the power play. Looked like a cross check from behind on Mlýnková. And so this will even things up.
For the Northeastern fans, you never like to see getting a penalty in the offensive zone while you're on the power play. Katie Knoll, she's a very physical player, like you see right there. Sometimes you just got to be more careful in the O zone. But here we see 4v4.
So it'll be 4-on-4 for 1:25,
which means a lot of ice for a good chunk of time.
Face-off won by the Catamounts. Parkkonen possessing in the neutral zone, has to step back and grab the puck, retreating into the Catamounts end of the ice. Cross-checking the call against Katie Knoll has us at 4-on-4. Parento in the box for the Catamounts. Mishandled puck by Haley Eikos. Now Eikos finds puck picked off. Skylar Irvin making the move, trying the backhand shot, but it doesn't make it towards the goal. Tori Mariano behind the net for Irving. Irving coming quickly out in front, taking the shot, stopped by McPherson. Blaise Savoy for the Catamounts with 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Skates it up ice herself. Evelyn Blaise Savoy takes it all the way deep to the end boards before she's bumped off the puck, and it's grabbed by Lalonde. Peyton Anderson waiting. 8 seconds to go before a 35-second power play for the Catamounts. Mlýnková makes the steal. Backhand pass out in front, and Zarconi unable to beat Gwen Phillips just as that first penalty on Parento expired. So now we're in this 32 seconds of power play for the Catamounts.
And what a beautiful pass by Mlýnková right there, finding her D. Zarconi, creeping in, and a little bump off the puck on the Northeastern boards, creating this opportunity for the Catamounts. But good job by Gwen Phillips getting big right there.
Face-off won by the Catamounts. Skelton up to the point for Parento. Shot out in front, bouncing puck. Cleared out of harm's way by Lily Jovetic out in front of her own net. Parento has it for the Catamounts. 10 seconds left on an abbreviated power play. Zarconi goes across to Beecher. Beecher drags by the defender, gets it back out in front, and a shot was saved by Gwen Phillips. It was Maddie Skelton as the power play expires, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
UVM, they're displaying a lot of skill. They are showing their soft hands. Defensively, Northeastern, they're getting caught looking at the puck and not playing the body, and that's the reason UVM, they're getting pucks to the net.
Puck picked off at the point by Christina Allard and wrapped around the wall. Peyton Anderson gets it to Lalonde. Allard's shot hits the leg of a defender out in front. Anderson working with the puck, has it taken away by Natalie Zarconi. Getting it the other way is George. Stolen and cleared the length of the ice by Blackmore.
That was a nice back check by Blackmore, getting back.
Puck chipped all the way onto the net. Gwen Phillips covering the puck. Gwen Phillips, a 108 goals against average this season, which is actually higher than any of the other seasons she's had. She's been always under 1 goals against average in each of her previous 4 seasons, though of course her first few seasons were playing behind Erin Frankel, so she didn't get as much ice time. But last season she was so good, had under 1 goal per game, goals against average, and was named the National Goalie of the Year. So a way to follow up Erin Frankel being the best goalie in the country. Then you get your next goalie, Gwen Phillips, coming in and giving a very similar performance.
She really did have to be so patient playing behind Erin Frankel, and it's great to see the success she has had, because a lot of players, when you look back, they would have transferred for goalies who had to be on the same team as Erin, but she learned a lot from Frankel, and Coach Flint does a great job with his goalies.
Katie Knoll making the move towards the net, has it chipped off her stick by Icos. Under a minute to play in the first period. Mlýnková skates by the puck, whacks it deep where Gwen Phillips plays it behind her net.
I like that play by Mariano right there. She noticed that UVM fumbled the puck a little bit, so she got her gap in the better direction and stepped up and forced a dump.
The shot by Lalonde and a save by McPherson as we get to the late stages of the first. 11 seconds left to go. A face-off in the offensive end for the Huskies. So Allie Lalonde will step out to take the draw. She wins the face-off to the side. Constantinople from the point. Her shot hit Lalonde, and so the puck able to be cleared by the Catamounts. 4 seconds left. Puck to Lalonde without enough time to get it in for a shot on goal. So Paige, after the first period of play, the Catamounts with that go-ahead goal by Natálie Mlýnková, the difference in the first.
I thought UVM came out faster than Northeastern. Northeastern had some time off, and it showed when the puck was dropped. But I think throughout the period, Northeastern, they started to find their game a little bit more, and then the flow opportunity, that here was one from the power play, but Skylar Irving had a great stick to protect the puck. And then another opportunity in Mlýnková finding Zarconi to creep in right here. Beautiful feed, slot, and Gwen Phillips there to shut her out.
Very unselfish play there by Natálie Mlýnková, who might have had a chance to get a shot on goal there close to the net on her own, decided to dish off the pass. She has the goal a minute and 8 seconds into the game to give us this 1-0 lead. We take a look at the stats from the first period. The Catamounts out shooting the Huskies 19-14 in shots total and 8-2 in shots on goal. Both teams unable to score on their power plays, but a big one, Paige, in the first period. Mlýnková dishes out in front for Tanski. Parento across the blue line. Serrato dumping it deep. Actually, that was Brooke George setting it behind the net of Gwen Phillips. A backhand pass around to the corner. Parento pinching in along the boards. Skating to it is Laura Beecher.
And right now we see Northeastern getting hemmed in on their D zone. It's the second period, so both teams have that long change, and it makes it easier offensively to hem the opponent in their D zone.
Brochu up to the point for Lewis, picked off and outletted from Constantinople to Taze Thompson, but that line opting for the line change. They'll step off the ice. The Lalonde line back on for the Huskies. Brooke George fighting for the puck against Peyton Anderson, who comes out with it, drifting behind the Catamounts net. Turns the puck over on the pass that came to Kaylee Lewis. Beecher tries to stick handled by Allard. Pass ahead, a little bit too far out in front of the reach of Holly Abella. Abella able to chase it down. Anderson there as well, taken by Allie Lalonde up to the point. Megan Carter, her shot wide. Big bounce off the end boards. Grabbed by Anderson. Wraparound try for Lalonde. Comes through the crease and out the other side to Abella. Abella drops the pass for Carter. Back to Abella in the slot. Backhand pass looking for Peyton Anderson. Goes wide into the corner. Pinching down is Mariano, and that puck gets tipped out of play and into the netting. Quick pace, Paige, on that last shift for the Huskies.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Carter and Abella, doing a little takeover here on the blue line and then going back to Abella. You love to see that a give and go to create that opportunity. Just the execution at the end wasn't there, but it was nice building up to that play.
Face off in the Catamounts end of the ice. Puck to Carter, her shot wide. Lily Shannon Mariano can't corral the pass. She'll skate back for it, being pressured by Lily Humphrey. Paige, this line for the Huskies a little bit mixed up as well. Lily Shannon going back to center. She had played for the first time as a winger in the last series against Providence as Gwen Phillips forced to cover the puck. So she's now back to her natural position, centering the third line with Molly Griffin and Peyton Compton.
And Lily Shannon, she's one of those players that Coach Flint really relies on. She's a sophomore, but she doesn't play like it. She plays like she's a veteran, and she can score goals. She scored some really big goals for the Huskies last season, so she's going to want to use that experience this year.
She has 3 goals this season so far, 3 assists as well. Parento anticipating and making the stop. Puck comes out to Evelyn Blaise-Savoy. Poked ahead to Haley Burns by Maddie Skelton. Big contact along the boards. Jovetic gets up slowly. Burns spinning with the puck, brings it out in front. Fans on the pass, and it's taken away by Taze Thompson. Taze Thompson, a junior in her second year here with the Huskies, played a first season at Harvard.
I like how Taze Thompson right there, she saw that she had the open ice, so she chose to skate it. You could tell she was looking to see where she wanted to give the puck, but the opportunity to skate it was there, and she did it.
And something her coach, Dave Flint, told us about her is that she is one of his most consistent players in terms of effort and compete. She's always at practice, at games, just bringing it, giving it her all. So you always know what you're going to get from her in that category. As we get the stoppage on the icing. She was on the ECAC all-rookie team in her first season with Harvard, and she's gotten a lot of ice time. A versatile Northeastern team, can play wing, can play center. We see her as the top line left wing for the Huskies tonight.
And she's been lately doing a really good job creating more time and space for her when she's entering the offensive zone. She's really pulling up and looking for really good options.
Carter, D to D to Mariano. Carter gets it back. Griffin loading, firing, and it's stopped by Jessie McPherson.
Really great execution on the Northeastern blue line right here. Meg Carter pulling it into her D partner Mariano, and then Mariano, by pulling it closer to the board, she draws the UVM player with her, dish it back to Carter, back to Griffin to get this shot off. It's a play that Northeastern loves to run, and when it's executed the right way, it creates a shot to the net.
That one rolling on net. Peyton Compton forcing another stop by Jessie McPherson. And so we'll do it again. Quick shot off the face-off win by the Huskies. Lily Shannon taking the draw against Rosemary Brochu. Griffin punches it up the boards. Mariano stopping it at the blue line.
Really hard play by Mariano right there. The puck's bouncing, moving, and on the point, you're the last man to hold that blue line, and she did a really good job. Great hand-eye coordination by Mariano right there.
Megan Carter's shot hit the traffic in front and went to the corner, where it's grabbed by Haley Ikos. Backhanded in by Molly Griffin, the senior from Arlington, Mass.
Good shift by Molly Griffin right there.
Krista Parkkonen went hard into the end boards there, got back up, and looks to be okay. She'll step off the ice. Katie Knoll for the Huskies, skating it forward. Drags by the defender Iko, sends it across for a chance for Skylar Irving. Saved by McPherson, and the rebound comes out to Parento. Dishing for Humphrey, now to Beecher, trying to transition the other way, but stopped. It's Skylar Irving in possession. One-timer by Constantinople, blocked into the legs of Laura Beecher. Humphrey, an outlet pass to Mlýnková. Drops back for Humphrey. Shot goes into the corner. Constantinople gets it out. Taken over by Brooke George. George up the wall past Mlýnková. Carried in by Irving. Stolen away by Bella Parento, the senior from Montpelier, Vermont. Skating up with it. And dishing it to Peyton Anderson, but that is offside, so the faceoff will come in the neutral zone, and that'll bring us to immediate timeout here in the second period of play. It's Vermont 1, Northeastern 0.
Yeah, and right there, just the women's game, it's become so much more physical. Honestly, right there, I just thought it was a physical play. So if you're a UVM fan, you hate to see it, but for Northeastern, power play opportunity right now. Down by 1, let's see what they can do.
And you're right, Paige, it's something that's been let go more this season compared to seasons past. More contact allowed in the women's side of the game, the way that body checking has been enforced. As that pass comes out in front, jamming at it was Lily Shannon. She got the shot off, but a blocker save made by McPherson. Bouncing puck comes across the slot to Lily Shannon. Behind the net, it's Peyton Anderson. She has Constantinople. She'll send her the puck. Megan Carter at the point. One-timer by Shannon off the side of the net. 1:20 to go on the power play. Carter sets up Constantinople for a one-timer into the glove of McPherson. Already, Paige, a few really good opportunities on this second Northeastern power play.
Yeah, and I really like when Jules Constantinople gets her shot off from that angle on the power play. She had a goal in their last series against Providence, same type of play, and she can shoot the puck, so I like when Carter gets the puck to her.
Face off taken by Katie Knoll. She works to force the puck back to the point for Constantinople. Carter to Constantinople, who faked the shot, made the pass to Anderson. Lily Shannon to Carter, almost picked off by Lewis.
Nice recovery by Carter right there. Almost a breakaway for UVM, but she got enough off of it.
Carter tries to pinch in. Kaylee Lewis gets the puck out, and that'll allow the UVM penalty killers to switch out. Constantinople with speed, transitioning the puck into the Catamounts end of the ice, makes a move towards the middle, a blocker save made by McPherson, and she covers the rebound. You can really see how much of a difference it makes for Jessie McPherson being in net on the back end for the Catamounts. Look how comfortable and confident she looks making this save.
And Jules Constantinople doing a great job creating offense on a rush, and yeah, McPherson, you know UVM, they're happy to have her back. She's been the backbone of this team for years.
75 career games played, over a 69% win percentage for her in her career. So we get a stoppage of play on the hand pass.
And Bridget, I don't see Lily Jovetic on this second unit. A few plays back, I saw her be really physical on the boards, and if Jovetic is out for Northeastern, that's a tough loss for them. She's one of their solid defenders.
A backhand and a score on the power play. It's Allie Lalonde making it 1-1. And so the Northeastern power play came out strong in that first unit. You mentioned Paige, the second unit ends up with the goal.
Excellent finish here by Lalonde. It's off the face-off, and she goes to the net. Good job by Taze Thompson for the first effort, and we'll see it again. And yeah, beautiful power play goal for Northeastern. It's the response that Coach Flint's looking for from his team.
Lalonde, the freshman, with her 5th goal of the season and her 16th career game played here for the Huskies, adding a power play goal to tie this at 1. It's been a long time since the Mlýnková goal that came 1:08 into the game. Long shot saved by Gwen Phillips. She dives on the puck as it was loose underneath her. We'll take another look at the goal off the face-off win.
And Lily Lalonde did a good job just finding the puck. It was kind of bouncing And Taze Thompson did a good job in front of the net too, and just beautiful finish by the freshman Lalonde right there. But UVM, they had a really good response first shift back after getting scored against, testing Gwen Phillips right away. And the shift after a goal is the most important shift, whether you scored the goal or your team let it up. So
right now it's Vermont and Northeastern both sending their top lines on the ice after the goal by Allie Lalonde. Skating with it is Humphrey. Her outlet pass doesn't connect, and it ends up with Megan Carter. A bang pass off the wall for Irving. Dropped for Katie Knoll. Knoll goes deep to Taze Thompson. Skylar Irving finding the puck. Parkkonen blocking the pass outwards. Couldn't be kept in the zone by Riley Jones. Christina Allard. Outlets. Brought back in by Lily Brazis, the sophomore from Saugus, Massachusetts. Brazis sends a shot over the net. Langlos skates towards the middle, goes down trying to make the play towards the net of McPherson. Shot off the pads by Ezra Oin. Langlos for the Huskies, dumps it into the corner. Holly Abella fighting for the puck. Over halfway through this game, everything tied at 1. Stopped behind the net by Gwen Phillips. And Paige, Gwen Phillips is one of the best goalies in the league at playing the puck, either behind her net or just in general playing her puck with a stick.
And the reason is because she's so confident. Goalies, whenever you see them playing the puck and coming out of their net like that, it's because they have confidence.
You see her play there behind her own net, icing the call as the Huskies sent it the length of the ice. So an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Catamounts. Yeah, Gwen Phillips has had an impressive career now in her 5th year in the Northeastern program as she makes another stop, holding it on with a glove. Already 4 shutouts this season, 20 career shutouts, which is just so impressive. Last year with 10. That'll bring us to a media timeout, I believe. So we will head to the timeout. It is 1-1. So a few different promotions going on here for tonight's game. Puck turned over to the Huskies, out ahead for Peyton Anderson. Fighting against George, backhanded by Parento, but just to Lalonde. Blackmore's shot deflected into the air. 8 minutes to go in the second period of play. Puck gloved down by Laura Beecher, the sophomore. Back behind the net, it's Brochu. Centered out in front, looking for Haley Burns. Trying to step into a shot, but fanned on the attempt. Burns possessing. Sending it ahead too far out in front of Maddie Skelton in the collision at the blue line. It's Burns and Carter. That's Megan Carter, the captain, grad student on the ice. Just an accidental collision there, it looked like, Paige.
Yeah, it definitely was an accident, and that's just part of hockey, and it's going to happen. But I love when players are really quick to getting up and just going on with the game.
And so both of those players appeared to be okay. Carter staying out on the ice, as well as Burns. Burns gets the puck on the right side. Being bumped by Carter. Skelton up the wall. Aiko stick handling. Bouncing it off the wall, intended for Skelton, but taken away instead by Lily Shannon. Play would have been offside, so the Catamounts retreat to the neutral zone. Contact made there and a turnover. Skelton's shot. The other way, it's Lily Shannon being guarded by Zarconi. Compton has it poked off her stick. Lily Shannon sends it out in front. Good job by Shannon to find the puck first and get it deep. That'll allow a line change for the Huskies. The Irving line back on the ice. Taze Thompson deflects the outlet by Levesque. Thompson's bouncing shot goes on to McPherson, who makes the stop. Shots on goal now in favor of the Huskies, 15-10.
We said it earlier, but Taze Thompson really good at protecting the puck, and we saw it right there on that last play. She was really strong and got the puck to the net.
Face off coming in the Catamounts end of the ice. Skylar Irving, the junior from Kingston, Mass, wins the face-off back to Allard. Katie Knoll attempting to settle the puck. Parento wraps it along the boards. Thompson makes the steal, goes out in front. Skylar Irving got one shot off, rebound still loose. And the puck poked into the neutral zone. Crisis averted for the Catamounts.
What a play by Taze Thompson right there. Defensively, UVM never want to have a turnover behind your own net, but Taze Thompson pounced on it.
For the Catamounts, it's Beecher, the self-pass, 1-on-4, waiting for the rest of her line mates to change onto the ice. Burns loses the puck to Lalonde. Blaise Savoy with the steal. Shot off the pads of Phillips. A rebound pops out to the opposite side.
Nice shot by Blaise Savoy right there, getting the rebound and creating another opportunity off of the first effort.
Blaise Savoy, stick handling by Abella, taking it in backwards with Skelton. They say onside, and now the puck pops out to the neutral zone, so the Catamounts will have to tag up. Just about 5 minutes left to go in the second period of play. Natálie Mlýnková and Allie Lalonde, the goal scorers, one for either side. Peyton Anderson skates over the blue line, opts for the shot. It hits Ikos and Levesque on the way through. It's Mlýnková with Murphy and Tanski to her right. Humphrey gets taken down with the puck. Abella ahead for Griffin. Skating against Levesque. Doesn't get the shot off. Puck tied up on top of the cage behind McPherson, and that will bring us to a stoppage of play. 4:17 left to go in the second period. Everything tied up at 1.
This is so awesome for women's hockey, and the Beanpot is such a fun tournament. The women deserve to play at the Garden, and I am just so excited for them to be able to have this opportunity.
Yeah, and it's something we talked to a few of the Hockey East coaches about this week that are playing in the tournament, including Dave Flynn, as Tanski gets the breakaway and scores! 5-hole on Gwen Phillips, and she puts Vermont ahead 2-1. Second breakaway goal for the Catamounts in today's game. The first one was Natálie Mlýnková, and this time we'll get another look at the goal by Alaina Tanski.
What a shot by Tanski right there, and credit to her for getting behind the Northeastern defenseman in beautiful breakaway, really bouncing on, capitalizing on her opportunity, and that was a beautiful goal.
Yeah, and her coach, Jim Bloomer, told us what he likes and what she brings to that line is her speed. You saw it there, able to make the move and go 5-hole on Gwen Phillips, a tough goalie to beat. And so she has put the Catamounts up 2-1 with their second lead of the game. And that all happened really quickly. Paige right out of the break. Quick goal on the rush, on the breakaway. And so once again, it's Northeastern trying to find the equalizer. 3:25 to go in the second period of play. Savoy, Play Savoy on the backhand to Parento.
And I believe it was George who got the puck up to her for that goal, and that was a really great look. And I'm sure that since UVM, they've gotten 2 breakaways off of Northeastern so far, they're going to keep trying to annoy the D, get behind them. From a defensive perspective, if you know that the forwards are trying to get behind you and you always have to keep looking back and making sure you have 5 in front, it gets old. But then again, defensively, you always need 5 in front.
It was, like you mentioned, George and Parento with the assists on the goal by Alaina Tanski. That brings us to the 2-1 score. Lalonde makes the clear. Bella Parento.
Excellent job by Constantinople right there, getting speed on her gap, closing that gap, and forcing UVM to dump the puck.
Constantinople taken to the ice by Laura Beecher. That contact allowed. It's Marone for the Huskies, being pressured by Kaylee Lewis. Constantinople to Marone, and something we talked about, Paige, Lily Jovetic, we have not seen her out here. She's been missing her last couple of shifts, and we do not believe she's on the Northeastern bench currently, and that is a big player for this Huskies defense. Penalty coming up against the Catamounts. Holding call. We'll get a look at the replay. As you see here, just a hold taken to the ice. It looked like they were going to allow that. Paige originally didn't see any arms up, but it's Laura Beecher going to the box for the hold, and Northeastern got that goal on the power play, trying to do it again here.
And if they could put the puck in the net with a minute 47 left, that is a huge momentum boost for the Huskies. So getting this opportunity on the power play, it's huge for Northeastern right now.
One power play goal in today's game. 16% on the season coming into today. Northeastern, the 7th best power play in Hockey East. Mariano just to the side. Puck into the corner where it's taken by Krista Parkkonen. Mariano goes to Lalonde. Trying to make the move by Levesque. Lalonde to the point. Mariano. Puck goes over the head of Jessie McPherson and lands in the corner where it's tied up. Natálie Mlýnková holding the puck along the wall. Puck comes loose to Parkkonen. 2-on-2 ahead of her. Tanski's backhand makes it into the Huskies' end of the ice. Under a minute to play in the second period. The Huskies on the power play. Hard out, doesn't make it around the zone. Stolen by Peyton Anderson. Asking for the puck is Carter. Anderson shoots and she scores off the crossbar and in. Another power play goal for Northeastern, and it's tied at 2.
What a rip by Peyton Anderson right here. She has one of the hardest shots in Hockey East, and she shows it right here. And Northeastern, they're lucky that UVM cleared the puck on the bench side. If UVM cleared it the other way, it would not have gone to Peyton Anderson right there. But she capitalized on this opportunity, seeing the ice a bit, skating it, and just ripping it over McPherson's glove side. What a shot by Peyton Anderson.
That is certainly a tough one to stop, coming with under a minute left to go in the period. So the equalizer once again added for the Huskies on the power play. 20 seconds remaining in the second period. An unassisted goal for Peyton Anderson. She did have Megan Carter asking for the puck, but opted to take the shot herself. She made the right choice. She picked her spot and made it 2-2. One last chance for Skylar Irving as the second power play goal of the season for Peyton Anderson. It was her team leading 3rd power play goal of the year, and now Peyton Anderson up to 8 goals on the year to lead all Huskies.
And Peyton Anderson, she has such a good shot. Once I was talking to Erin Frankel, and we were just talking about players' shots, and I was like, who stands out to you? And she said Peyton Anderson. So for that coming from a goalie like Erin Frankel, it just shows how good of a shot Peyton Anderson has.
Well, you saw how narrowly she just beat McPherson off the crossbar and in. So an even slate here for the third period. A long shot from the point from Constantinople out there on a D pair with Marone. Skating ahead is Humphrey. Dish to the side for Mlýnková. Mlýnková gets a stick on it as Phillips makes the stop. The career numbers on Gwen Phillips. Look at that career goals against average, just 0.87 goals against average in her career, 20 shutouts in her 82 games played. Just an incredible win percentage for her, 55 wins and only 11 losses in her career.
And it goes to show what Northeastern has done this year, having some struggles offensively. When you have a goalie like Gwen Phillips, she gives her team a chance to win every single time she's between the pipes. So if Northeastern can get things rolling offensively, they're going to have a much better second half.
An 83% win percentage when Gwen Phillips is in the net. She helped lead this Huskies team last year to a point in the season where they had 22 straight wins, which was the longest streak in the country. Mlýnková knocked over at the blue line. Lily Shannon working towards the net, tries the wraparound off the post. She had McPherson beat, but couldn't get it around the front side of the post. Parkkonen pokes it into the Huskies' end. That would have been the Huskies' first lead of the night.
I think Lily Shannon didn't know how much time she had right there. Hockey goes so fast in your brain, sometimes you feel like you need to rush it a little bit, but if Shannon just took it a little second longer, she might have been able to put it in.
I think you're right, Paige. It looked like she had a lot of net to shoot into. Skylar Irving up to the point for Carter, across Mariano. Her shot blocked into the skates of Krista Parkkonen, the sophomore from Finland. Long lob in by Laura Beecher. She'll change out. Hoyne loses the puck to Lalonde. Lalonde loses her footing and goes into the corner boards. Mariano goes for the long dump. Skated forward by Bella Parento. Chasing the puck into the corner. Mariano's pass to Abella, picked off by Hoyne. Ezra Hoyne with the puck, backhand pass to the point. George shot, drifting high, rising shot over the glove of Gwen Phillips. Abella ahead for Lalonde. She has Peyton Anderson with her, shoots. Glove save made by McPherson, who dropped the rebound. Marone from the point, shot blocked by Parento. We mentioned the big shot block numbers from both of these teams. Bella Parento right up there now at over 25 block shots on the season. Abella lobs the puck in for Molly Griffin. Taken out by Lily Shannon. Off the wall to Constantinople with Marone. Marone gets it back D-to-D. Shot by Constantinople, tipped in front by Lily Shannon. Compton.
Nice puck movement by Northeastern right here, getting the points involved, trying to create some offense.
That pass out in front went just wide of the stick of Molly Griffin. Would have been a grade A opportunity if that would have connected in front of the Catamounts net. Jumping off the bench, it's Christina Allard. Allard tries to center the pass. It's deflected back into the corner. Katie Knoll loses the puck It's Lily Humphrey for the Catamounts. Humphrey to Tanski. Knocked over trying to get the shot on goal. Taze Thompson takes over the puck. 5 minutes gone here in the final period of play. Everything tied at 2. Parkkonen behind her own net. Goes for the outlet to Humphrey. Taze Thompson muscling her way to take possession. Humphrey with speed. Or Mlýnková now. Trying to take it around Katie Knoll, but gets poke checked.
Nice defensive stick by Knoll right there. Great position of the stick.
That shot off the side of the net, bounces out in front. Turned over to Parkkonen. Beecher working against Megan Carter. Lalonde's pass picked off. Beecher. Megan Carter backhanding it behind her own net as the Huskies look to start things the other way. Beecher on the forecheck steals the puck. Carter gets it right back. Carter off the glass. Blackmore in a race for the puck.
That was a smart play by Carter right there. When you're skating the puck and you have a forward who you see their number, if you chip it off the boards, they can just skate into it.
Parento shot, handcuffs Gwyneth Phillips. She makes the stop, into the glove. We'll get a look at that wraparound chance that almost gave Northeastern their first lead of the game, but instead it remains 2-2 here in the third. Taze Thompson takes over the puck. 5 minutes gone here in the final period of play. Everything tied at 2. Parkkonen behind her own net. Goes for the outlet to Humphrey. Taze Thompson muscling her way to take possession. Humphrey with speed. Or Mlýnková now. Trying to take it around Katie Knoll, but gets poke checked.
Nice defensive stick by Knoll right there. Great position of the stick.
That shot off the side of the net, bounces out in front. Turned over to Parkkonen. Beecher working against Megan Carter. Lalonde's pass picked off. Beecher. Megan Carter backhanding it behind her own net as the Huskies look to start things the other way. Beecher on the forecheck steals the puck. Carter gets it right back. Carter off the glass. Blackmore in a race for the puck.
That was a smart play by Carter right there. When you're skating the puck and you have a forward who you see their number, if you chip it off the boards, they can just skate into it.
Parento shot, handcuffs Gwyneth Phillips. She makes the stop, into the glove. We'll get a look at that wraparound chance that almost gave Northeastern their first lead of the game, but instead it remains 2-2 here in the third. It was the wraparound chance by Lily Shannon and now a near goal by Haley Burns. But everything stays at 2-2. Up to the point, Jones shot. Save made by McPherson.
And saves like that, that's what makes Gwen Phillips Gwen Phillips. That was beautiful.
She has to make the stop on the outlet pass. Stolen away by Humphrey. So another turnover page right near that Northeastern net. Beecher being pressured by Skylar Irving, gets the shot off low into the pads of Gwen Phillips, who has now made 18 saves in the game. And a goal by Brochu. Another turnover leads to another Catamounts goal. It's 3-2. Freshman from Quebec, her third goal of the season. Paige George, take us through.
Just a great team effort play. Beecher did a great job finding Brochu right there, and what a shot. Gwen Phillips was low, and Brochu elevated the puck, beating her top shelf. Beautiful goal by UVM right there, and just great team effort execution.
A few turnovers in the Northeastern defensive end of the ice. Eventually comes back to bite them 3-2. Vermont once again for the third time taking the lead in tonight's game. Getting scoring from 2 goals from the top line, and now Rosemary Brochu, the third line center for the Catamounts, adding on.
And that's miscommunication in the D zone for the Huskies. When the puck's low like that, there should be layers and then picking up in front of the net, and there was none of that in the D zone for Northeastern. So that's something that, again, they're going to want to improve for the rest of today's game and for the rest of the season.
And at the end of that play, we're going to get a penalty upcoming. And so to the box heads Megan Carter. Another look at our goal. So you can see the setup here.
And when you watch Northeastern, they're really puck watching, and that's what you can't do in the D zone. You need to know who you have, communicate with your teammates, and Northeastern didn't do that right there, but UVM, they just really executed on their passes, tic-tac-toe, beautiful shot, and that's what got them the goal.
And another power play for the Catamounts. They've been held scoreless on their 2 opportunities earlier in the game. It's Megan Carter in the box for the cross check. Parkkonen up to the point for Mlýnková. Crossing with Parkkonen. Mlýnková across the blue line. Blaise Savoy gets the shot off, corrals the puck, moves it to the point for Parkkonen. Humphrey's shot blocked by Constantinople. Up to the point, it's Natálie Mlýnková. For Evelyn Blaise Savoy, another block by Constantinople, but the puck comes loose to Mlýnková.
That was a great play by Constantinople, recognizing the rotation. It's her turn to step, and she did.
Parkkonen dropping back, one-timer by Mlýnková goes wide. A second chance ever, puck loose out in front, kicked by Humphreys. Did that go in? It looks like Gwen Phillips was able to find it with the glove as you see her just slide it out from the crease. So Gwen Phillips able to find the loose puck before anyone else.
And we see it again right here, the puck's just sitting there for everyone to see and just battle in front, and Gwen Phillips is able to get her glove on it, but really great execution by the UVM power play. They were moving the puck well, and it's what created that chance.
Kaylee Lewis was the Catamount that threw it on goal, and it was just laying on edge for Humphrey. She got a kick at it, but couldn't find it with the stick, and it stayed out of the net thanks to another great effort by Gwen Phillips. 42 seconds remaining on the power play. Point shot by Parento, saved by Phillips, and Peyton Anderson makes the clear. Parento up to Laura Beecher. Beecher and Burns, the Catamounts. Peyton Anderson makes the steal, heading against Parento. 16 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Vermont. Parento skates it in, takes the shot low, saved by the stick of Phillips.
Smart play by Parento right there. On the zone entry, she had possession of the puck, and when you're on the power play, whenever you're trying to get the puck in the zone on Northeastern, zone entry and possession is huge.
And so we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Huskies kill off another penalty. Megan Carter coming out of the box. Mariano's shot finds its way through the traffic out in front, but McPherson able to make the stop. One more look at the goal by Rosemary Brochu that broke the tie. It is 3-2 Catamounts over the Huskies in the third. in the conference around the men's and the women's side of things. And recently this year, UVM right here at Gutterson Fieldhouse broke its own record for the most, the highest attendance of a home game in Women's Hockey East history. 2,705 people for the Pack the Gut event here against BC on November 10th. 3 times they've been able to get over that 2,000 mark here in Gutterson for the women's game, and that Pack the Gut event has been very successful every year and beat its own record.
And you love to hear that, and as a player it makes you want to play here. You love playing in front of big crowds, whether it's a home game or an away game. So just such a good thing for UVM they have going on here.
And Burlington, a beautiful place as well up here for the first time in the winter. You see the mountains, you see Stowe, Vermont in the background, the lake as well. So just a very beautiful place to come play hockey out here in Burlington, Vermont. And in one of the older classic barns in Hockey East.
I'm playing at this rink. It's a fun one.
Yeah, and there's some improvements made recently as well. He still has a lot of the character of the old rink, a lot of wood benches and setups, but this new video board is massive and was put in 2021. It makes a big difference for the viewing of the game here at Gutterson. And this women's program at Vermont has done well over the past few years. Teresa Schaafsaal, a great player here for Vermont, who just graduated after last season, helped this program get to where it did last year. Natálie Mlýnková as well. She remains with the team as a senior. She carries the puck, gets it to Humphrey. Mlýnková crossing with George. Mlýnková at the point as the Catamounts set up in the zone. Skelton takes it to the outside, holding on the backhand. Switches direction but loses the puck to Skylar Irving. Just 5 minutes left for Northeastern to find another equalizer. Brooke George for the Catamounts. Puck goes under the stick of Burns. Shot's pretty even, Paige. Now Vermont taking that lead back 24-22.
And in this past shift, UVM, I feel like they're having a really good forecheck in the O zone. Northeastern, they're being really passive in their D zone. They're not being as aggressive as they usually are.
And that offside call will bring us to another timeout. 3-2 Vermont over Northeastern with 4:30 left to play. Position to make the stop. Face off won by Vermont. Parkkonen tying the puck up along the boards. Comes loose and the Huskies take back possession. Gwen Phillips leaving the net for the extra attacker, so we're going to be 6-on-4 for this power play for the Huskies. They scored 2 power play goals already to tie the game twice. A long shot from the point from Constantinople. Save made by McPherson, clear made by the Catamounts, and they will change out all 4 penalty killers. Plenty of time left for a goal. Carter up the wall to Katie Knoll. Knoll backhands it up the boards to Peyton Anderson, to Carter at the point. Anderson gets it back. Under a minute left on the power play, 1.5 minutes left in the game. 6-on-4 with the net empty at the other end of the ice. Peyton Anderson's backhand pass, stolen by Brooke George. She can't get the exit as several Huskies swarm to get the puck. Constantinople's shot blocked into Bella Parento, hit her in the chest. A steal made by Tanski. She was looking at an open net if she could have got to the puck. A shot at the empty net, stopped by Megan Carter, diving save with the stick as she was leaving the ice. 1 minute left to go in the game, 13 seconds left on the power play. Lily Shannon to the point for Mariano. Shot into the skates of Evelyn Blaise-Savoy. Power play is over, but we're still 6-on-5. Mlýnková coming out of the box. A save by McPherson with 36 seconds remaining. strong power play by Northeastern, but this time not able to capitalize with a goal.
Credit to UVM right here. They're playing excellent defensively. They're not afraid to block shots, and they're just executing. That was a really good shot by Northeastern's Jones, but UVM, they're doing a really good job right now, making it hard for Northeastern to get pucks to the net.
And here is our goal summary as we have a chance with Northeastern taking the timeout. It all started with a goal by Natálie Mlýnková, 1 minute and 8 seconds into the first period of play. She scores on the breakaway. The first game tying goal comes on the power play to Allie Lalonde in the second period. And then it was another breakaway goal for the Catamounts. This time sprung onto the tape of Alaina Tanski, who put 5-hole on Gwen Phillips to make it 2-1. And the second time the Huskies were able to tie it with a power play goal going top shelf off the crossbar and in by Skylar Irving. As you see from that angle, you could really see how perfectly that shot was placed. And the Brochu goal brings us to the score we have now, 3-2. Catamounts over the Huskies, just 36 seconds left coming out of the Northeastern timeout.
Right now, this faceoff is huge for the Northeastern to get possession.
The drop will be Irving against Blaise Savoy, who wins it back. A shot towards the empty net, redirected in the neutral zone by Tanski, and it will be icing because she tipped it just before the red line. And so this faceoff will come back out in front of McPherson with 26.9 seconds to go.
Again, this faceoff, really important for the Huskies to win it because you want possession right away, so you're able to set up. You have 26 seconds left.
Redrop on the face-off out to the right of Jessie McPherson, who, like we mentioned, missed 5 games. She had won her previous 4 in a row before leaving with injury. Trying to get another win here today. Mariano to the point for Carter. Long shot goes wide. Taze Thompson trying to jump on the rebound. 18 seconds remaining. Puck loose out in front. Behind the net, it's Taze Thompson. Through the slot, it goes by Skylar Irving to Megan Carter with 8 seconds left. Mariano shot blocked by Blaise Savoy, and that should waste out the rest of the time on the clock. The Catamounts take the game against the Huskies. It came down to the final few seconds, but Jessie McPherson able to lead her team to this 3-2 win.
Overall, really fun hockey game tonight, and another tough battle in this Hockey East play. UVM, they did a really good job at those last few minutes of the game, playing solid defensively and making it really hard for Northeastern to get pucks to the net and even create offensive chances. Defensively, Northeastern all game long had some defensive zone breakdowns, and they're going to want to keep that in mind for the rest of the season moving forward, learn from the mistakes and move on from it onto the next. But UVM had great effort tonight. They executed offensively, stepped up defensively, and got the win for their team.
As for Northeastern,